Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 styles of dark angels that you can do. And the first one we're doing here is dry brushing, and we're using Monster Brown as our base color. And the reason I'm using brown instead of gray or white is I think it looks better with the green. If I was using white, it would make it more pale and less of that rich green look, but the brown just helps make that look. And then the second dry brush step is skeleton bone. It's a lighter brown. That's what it's looking like. Then the first green we're using is green skin. It's a darker green, and we're just dry brushing right over the brown highlights. So that's what it's looking like after the green skin. Next I'll be using Goblin Green, and it's just a lighter olive green. And that's what it's looking like after the Goblin Green. And the brown just helps keep it that green color. Now I'm just using matte white, and I'm dry brushing the bolter. This will be our base for pure red to dry brush over the bolter. And those undertones, the black and white and the browns, just help create that that faded look to it. So what I did here was just use white and then the Goblin Green, and then use white and the pure red, and I just did stylized line work on it, scratches and dents and stuff, just to give it texture and what I think would look cool on it. Didn't spend a lot of time on it, just quick little strokes just to give it some detail. And then we just dry brush Shining Silver, and now we're using Brain Matter Beige for our insignias, and I went ahead and white dotted the eye. Now we're washing with dark tone, and we're washing all the metallics, the bolter, in between his joints. And with the pouches, you know, with the brown dry brushing in the first steps, I just left those brown, and then with the dark tone over it, it separates that from the green dry brushing. So last step, I'm just using red ink, the game ink, and just brushing that right over the eye. I watered it down a little bit just so it ain't opaque and you can still see that white It gives it a layered look. And that's pretty much it for the dry brushing one. This one's probably the fastest one. If you don't have an airbrush, you know, and it's way less accurate, you don't have to be as accurate as these other schemes. So this one's the airbrush, and we're using the Monster Brown again, and we're just building up, creating that fade on the pads. And we'll use a skeleton bone, and we're highlighting that Monster Brown. The airbrushing style will have a smoother transition, and it'll have a whole lot cleaner, a whole lot more cleaner look to it. Smoother fades. Then we're just using green skin over that brown highlight. Then we'll be using the Goblin Green over the green skin, just building up the layers. Next we'll be using pure red. I airbrushed the gun prior with just matte white, and now I'm just going back and using the pure red to create that fade on there. Next we'll be doing the metallics, shining silver and true copper. Same as before, we're just basing all the metallics, the barrel, the magazine, the scope. And then for the true copper, we're using that for the trim on the pads. Just doing it different on this one. Last one we just left it with that green dry brush look. Just doing something different with each style. Just to show a variety of methods. Now I'm using the Brain Matter Beige, and I'm doing all the decals with that color. And then same as before with the random scratches and stylized line work. This one I did a lot more clean edge, basically just edge highlighting all the pads and this helmet and everything. And then we're doing the same thing using the dark tone wash, washing the whole bolter, all the insignias, is trim work on the inside of that highlight line on the trim work, the pipe and his earpiece, and all the joints. And then the last thing we're doing is the red ink on the eyes. And that's pretty much it for that one. And then this is the last one. This is mix that I'm doing. So I'll do the Monster Brown airbrush. First, and then I'll use the green skin on top of that. Because we're going for a much more muted look, because it's a different type of weathering from the first style, the dry brush style, but I'm mixing both airbrushing and dry brushing with stippling and making that that textured, chipped, weathered look. So here I'm just using a white mix with the Goblin Green, just to create texture on all his pads. And you can't see that well, but it's a gradual build up. I'm not really dry brushing. I'm more stippling and creating random patterns on there. Just to give it a battered chip texture. And now I'm just using pure white and being really selective with it. Just looking at it from afar and deciding where I want certain details to be, and if it looks balanced or looks naturally damaged. Now I'm just using the white and dry brushing and stippling. See, dry brushing will just catch the edges. It'll have that noise on there, that texture, but whenever you're stippling it, it creates random patterns of you know, dots and stippled look to it. And so I'm just using the pure red on the gun, and same thing, you know, brushing over that white and black, you know, automatically gives it a texture. And then I'm just using Brain Matter Beige. I didn't go do the pads completely. I just did some parts of them, so I'd have that weathered look on it. I didn't base them completely, just left some sections with that stippled look. Now I'm just using the Shining Silver on the barrel, the magazine. That's what we're looking like so far. Now I'm going back with Necromancer Cloak. It's like an off grayish brown color. It's the only color I didn't use on the other ones, but I'm just giving it, you know, giving it definition, adding those darker colors. And now I'm just using straight black, and everywhere I hit with the Necromancer, I'm going to be using the black with too. This will give our textured, tattered look more definition. And I paint these really fast. Each one of these guys is like 5 minutes painting, and I'm just trying to show like quick, simple, easy methods to painting troops. And that's all 3 of them together. I use the Game Ink airbrush on the eye on the last one. Gives it more of a glowing look. I really like how that looks. But thanks for watching, guys, and let me know if y'all want me to make another 3 style type of troop quick and easy schemes you can do, or what chapter y'all would like for me to do. But we'll see y'all next time, and thank you for watching.